star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Play ball!
Performed by the talented Skylar Cole. And with that, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Look who I'm married to. I haven't been okay since then.
Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And joining us courtside, reporter David Aldridge. And here we can check out the story for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Durant is out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Grayson Allen. And it's Jones in at the 1. And for Golden State, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Kuminga. Then it's Curry. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Doc in at the point guard. We're only around halfway through this very long season, GA. This is when the grind, I think, really kicks in.
Yeah, you think about the physical and mental toll this game takes on you. And I miss being out there, but, man, I tell you, it can be a grind.
Now here's Jones. Over in the corner, Allen. Beal gets a wide open look. Buries it from three-point range.
So good from three-point line. Beal stretches out the defense.
Here is Doc playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
And here's Jones. Outside, KD. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Richards with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Clock is at 3. Here's Allen. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Doc the pass to Curry. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
KD on the wing. Pass to Allen. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Jackson-Davis. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And the Warriors with possession here. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Pass to Doc. Kuminga with it. Here is Doc. Allen defending. Here's Doc. Connects again from distance.
Well, we expected him to come in firing. It's just another three-point barrage.
What a phenomenal run it's been for him. Nearing 5th on the list of most triples in a season. NMP getting to 2,000 points at a record pace.
Investing Zion Williamson, the fastest to do it in 40 years. The future of MP is bright.
Here is Doc. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Here's Doc. And that one drops for him. Doc's got 5.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about his team's plan in trying to contain Kevin Durant. He said, I don't think you can contain Kevin Durant. Our Focus is trying to have him take tough shots. Hope he misses most of them. We'll see if they can put any pressure on KD tonight, guys.
Thank you, David. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 2. And it's Durant, that time on the assist from Jones.
And sometimes you just assume ahead of time Durant's mid-range J is going in. Downright lethal.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Curry on the wing. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This man sees everything on the court. Curry just dropping dimes out there.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Beal. Beal with a screen on Kuminga. The shot by KD. No good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
Suns trailing. And Beal kicks to KD. It doesn't go either for Durant. Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here is Doc. He has 5. Pass to Butler. Here is Doc. 6 on the shot clock. Drills the three-pointer. Curry's got 5.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Suns trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Some solid defense from Butler. Warriors have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully ball.
Here's Allen, following the basket by Jonathan Kuminga. Pass to Richards, and he banks in the layup.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here is Doc. And the layup's good off the glass. 7 points in the game.
He's coming to work, ready to ball, hitting 3 of his first 4 shots. Okay.
Suns trail by 7. Pass to Richards. Now Durant. They set the pick. Latrey. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Here's Doc. Rebound by the Suns. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But what a gutsy win. To struggle in the offensive end that much and still win the game, that says something about the character of a team.
1:32 left in the first quarter. Here's Doc. Up and in on the layup. Doc's got 9.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to talk to his guys.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Only thing is I don't want to do that. Probably going back to the shoes. But
Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We take a look at the Warriors, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, the Suns, they're 9th best in the conference.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Doc in the last outing against the Thunder was phenomenal. He dropped in 55 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He was remarkable in that game. It's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Outside, KD. Morris outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Morris has got his 2nd bucket tonight. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yeah, don't go away. We'll be right back.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
They've got Payton. Doc is out there with Podziemski. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Post in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Warriors' 5. Here is Doc. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Here is Doc for the 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Gary Payton. It's Durant on the wing. He's defended by Podziemski. Chalk up 2 there.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
And here is Morris after the 3-pointer from Doc. Morris dishes to Dunn. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Doc, powered down with both hands.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And here are the Suns now. Following the score by Golden State, Durant, Podziemski grabs the board.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pass to Doc. And there's the drive. Count that bucket. Doc's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dunn looking over the floor. Outside Durant. Pass to Morris. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Just 5 to shoot. Tough two from Durant.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Here is Doc. 23 points in the game. Healed with it. Here's Doc. And yes, it's good. Doc's got 12 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Now Kevin Durant. 8 points for him. Count it.
Not the shot I expected him to take or make, but hey, look, joke's on me. He hit it.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Where is it? After that, better keep on dancing, Warriors fans. Keep on dancing. Yeah, on the dance floor. Oh my God! You get all shy over it after you realize that they're on. Fred and Mrs. in here, and they're doing her dance. That's right. Quack, quack. You're so mean, my God. I apologize.
And the Warriors have some changes. Kuminga comes in for Draymond Green. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Brandon Podziemski. And then for Phoenix, Nick Richards. He's checked in for Plumlee. And Jones subbed in for Morris.
Could be.
And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of that.
And here's Jones after the three-pointer from Doc. Now here's Jones. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. 6 to shoot. From outside the arc. And it's Looney with the rebound.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Outside Curry. Over Durant. Misses the chippy right there.
Come on,
man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide
up
open.
with that?
Here's the three. Kevin Durant, bullseye. Money on the three.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Here is Doc. 28 points for him. There's the triple. O'Neal with the rebound.
All that fancy dribbling don't make it.
Outside, Jones. Charity stripe shot. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Warriors leading by 10. Deflects the pass. O'Neal with the steal. Outside Durant. Pass to Jones. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Golden State's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here is Doc, defended by Jones. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Tyus Jones. The Warriors shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Snap Curry too. Is a bad mistake. And breathe heavy there, dude.
No good on that. Trace Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Jimmy Butler comes in for Hield. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Suns. Grayson Allen comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Jones with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. 11-point game. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the second on the road in the midst of this long 4-game road stand. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, this summer we saw the NBA break up its draft into 2 days. The next idea, a bigger break between the draft and the start of free agency. The common thread is giving front offices more time to strategize around these highly consequential decision periods on the NBA calendar. Kevin?
Interesting, DA. Thank you. Here's Allen. The Warriors making the shot. And a miss there on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Knocked the pass to Butler. Here is Doc. He has 29. And it's good for 2. Doc's got 31 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Beal from long range. And it's Curry with the rebound. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against the Thunder. Took him no time at all on that one.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
On the basket by Jones.
How about dueling from long range, just going at each other?
Take that, he says. I see your 3, and I'll raise you another 3.
Count that one.
His play just keeps getting better, clearly building on the foundation of that strong first quarter.
Pass to O'Neal. O'Neal is screen on Butler. Beal from long range. Warriors with the rebound. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here is Doc, defended by Richards. Clock at 6. And Curry has it in the corner. Another 3 for Golden State.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. O'Neal passes to Beal. From past the arc. Suns keep it alive. Floats one up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just insisting on getting that bucket. Even the foul couldn't stop Beal.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
12 seconds left in the second quarter. Here is Doc. Up in time. Beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing way to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure? Big-time shot from him there.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Warriors on top, delivering the blowout. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Sacred
Oh, man, it's a hot dog. Cheese, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuff between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot dog eating contest, not a sandwich eating contest. They're different.
I really feel sandwiched between two great debaters. And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Golden State Warriors.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Doc has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
And so here is Golden State. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. You've got Grayson Allen. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Beal in at the 3 slot.
First team foul.
The Warriors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
5 to 7 or 5 to 8 or something. Rat nap, and he's got a kick start that boost that in.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Suns trail by 21. KD on the wing. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Jackson Davis can't get it to go. The Suns shooting 40% from the field. Beal with it. Butler covering. Outside, Jones. Pass to Richards. Back to Jones. Shot clock at 5. Allen's shot is off. Warriors leading by 21. Here is Doc. 37 points for him. It's stolen by Allen. And here's Jones. Drives to the hoop. And a great assist by Allen as that one goes in. Allen's got 3 assists tonight. Here is Doc. Pass to Curry. Here is Doc. Lays it up and banks it in. Doc's got 39.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
It's Beal on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow, and it goes down 2 points. Beal's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice work there from Beal in the mid-range.
Curry on the wing. Pass to Doc. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Durant, guarded by Curry. Good. KD's got 15 points.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and, Greg, efficient.
And, Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again. KD is right at the top of that list.
And here is Durant after the 3-pointer from Stephen Curry. That one drops for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
That's to Curry. Over Allen. And the Warriors take on 2 more.
Does Steph Curry have the greatest jumper ever? Well, yes. And the bucket was another reason why I say yes.
Jones, the pass to Richards. Jones kicks to Beal. Allen with the screen for Beal. Back to Jones. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Jones has got 5 points now in the quarter. Warriors leading by 17. Here is Doc. He's got 39. And another 3 for Golden State.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Outside, KD. Pass to Richards. Curry against Allen. No good from Durant. Warriors have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. Kuminga. And Kuminga throws it down.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Durant against Kuminga. A nice shot by KD. Durant's got 19 points.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something that everyone knows or should know. When Durant turns it on, there is no slowing him down. That's how lethal of a scorer he is in NBA history.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Checked in for Phoenix. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scorers. Take a look at Doc, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
Here is Doc. And yep, another basket.
Yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having the 4th most 40-point games in a single season.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. Peyton gets the bucket.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
That one goes in.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pass to Post. Some nice passing by Golden State. Here's Podziemski. A three-pointer off the mark.
Dude, how do you miss that, dude?
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Beal drives in.
And you get thrown off by Beal. Come on.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And he finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. And he comes up with the deuce. 1:30 left to play here in the third. Here's Jones. What a terrific move that was. Jones has got 7 points here in this quarter. Warriors leading by 20. Here is Doc, and he's got 41. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Buddy Hield comes in for Doc. And then for Phoenix, Mason Plumlee's checked in for Nick Richards. Dunn comes in for Kevin Durant. And Morris subbed in for Jones. With a completely new 5 on the floor. Durant's checked in for the Suns. Butler against Dunn. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Butler is smart and knows to take what you give him. If the mid-range is open, he'll take it.
Kuminga out there with Trace Jackson Davis. Then it's Butler. Then it's Curry. And it's Doc in at the point. So that's the group out there for Golden State. The Warriors have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Kuminga. Fires from 18. Rebound by the Suns.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Now here's Durant. Back to Morris. Now here's O'Neal. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively.
Good! Another from 3.
Night in and night out, you can count on him to stretch the defense and just open up the floor.
Would you believe he's now tied for 5th most triples in a single season? It's amazing.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
Here is Doc, covered by Morris. Out to the right wing. Here's Doc. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
As they set their sights on locking up the win, he has to do everything in his power to make this happen.
Well, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Warriors?
All game long, they've been making it rain from the arc. And look, they've done it by feeding the hot hands.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
RJ, you had a chance to ref a Summer League game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Phoenix, Tyus Jones.
The first one falls, and the Suns making a change here. Martin's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Driving inside.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Durant deciding where to go with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple of years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Micic, he's checked in for Phoenix. Durant hits them both.
You love everything that KD gives you on both ends, and he's a 3-level, 2-way player. He's a quiet leader, but he leads by example.
Nice. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Nick Richards, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Micic. Beal the pass to Jones. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Doc. Takes it in. Another one goes. Incredible.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
Here's Doc. And again for 3.
Now claiming the mark for hitting the 5th most threes in a season. Wow.
A tremendous feat. It's incredible how he can control the game from the perimeter. Richards finds Bol. They set the pick. Jones, that's for 2. From the top of the key, he buries it. The Warriors have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. Here is Doc. Pass to Curry from deep. And another 3 for Golden State.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Outside, KD. Outside for Beal. Bol setting the pick for Beal. Jimmy Butler pulls it in. Butler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here is Doc. Outside Butler. Pass to Doc. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the layup for 2. Doc's got 56 points in the game.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And it's a foul called on Doc. That is his first foul of the game. The NBA is all... So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. See you next time.
Durant walking off the court with shaking his head like, what the heck is that? Hey. Is that your phone vibrating?
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Good win. Let's keep it going.
Hey, props to MP on his first 60-point game. I mean, there's not many people in the world as good at anything as he is at putting the ball.
All right, MP, you ready? Time to warm up. Get ready to rock.
These are the games you have to win to be taken serious.
You did. Mm-hmm.
right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Wendell Carter.
It's not a great trend for him. Not rebounding nearly as effectively anymore. Maybe it's his effort, or who knows, but that's something that needs to change.
So a look at our starters for Orlando. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Banchero out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Anthony in at the point. And for the Warriors, they've got Jonathan Kuminga. Also Jimmy Butler out there. Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Doc in at the 1. All right, Coach, we're headed down the home stretch here. What's the mindset across the league?
Well, it all depends on where you are, Brian, in the race. If you're in playoff contention, then you've got a natural motivator, and that's where you're focused. If you're a team that's out of the postseason picture, you're probably already thinking ahead to next year.
1, 2, 3. Cancun. And it's Orlando with a rebound. First chance of the year for them to go up against this Warriors team.
And they swept the team last season, got the upper hand, and sustained the momentum.
Well, the disparity in talent has been clear-cut, but it's another season and another opportunity to turn the tables.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Steve Kerr gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how he plans to slow down Paolo Banchero, and Coach told me, look, he's an all-star, so you've got to guard him with your whole team. He's big, he's strong, he can punish you down low, but he's also quick and has the ability to beat you on the perimeter. We'll have to be disciplined tonight, B.A.
And Allie, thanks. And here's Wagner. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Jackson-Davis with it. Wagner picks him up. Knocked away. Butler lays it up and banks it in.
And Butler tremendously strong for a wing. That really helps inside.
Here's Anthony. Jackson-Davis grabs a miss.
I don't know what happened there. About as easy an attempt as you could possibly ask for.
Outside Curry. Pass to Doc. Shot clock at 5. Anthony grabs the board.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
And so Anthony will bring it up for the Magic. 4-point game. And the only question for the Magic, figuring out who will initiate the offense stand.
Yeah, Brian, they have great players who can finish plays. But the issue they ran into last playoffs was finding someone to set them up. That's something you know they need to address.
Curry, that's good.
And anything you can do, Curry can do better. You do not want to get in the shooting contest with that man.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. The 3 from Banchero. The Warriors pull it in.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Takes a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Anthony feeling it out a bit. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, Anthony's showing us the spring in his step.
There's the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, capturing the moment. The Warriors leading.
Gotcha, didn't I?
Here's Doc. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here's Anthony, following the score by Golden State. And a missed layup. The Warriors lead by 4. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Doc. Count it. Doc's got 6.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Orlando. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Anthony. Jackson Davis grabs the miss.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Now Kuminga. It's rebounded by Banchero.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
With the step back. Back to Wagner. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Here's Doc. He's covered by Caldwell Pope. And it's Stephen Curry with the 3. Curry's got his second bucket on the night.
I just love the ball move.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Banchero. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jonathan Kuminga.
And the playmaking skills Banchero has already are outstanding. Just such a unique young player.
I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Here's Doc. He's got 6. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Wagner, the pass to Banchero. Wagner with a screen from deep. And it's Banchero with a 3. He's got 5.
And Banchero has some range already. I mean, I want to see him continue to drain these shots.
Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Anthony with a bucket.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
To the middle. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
The Warriors have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Here's Doc. He's guarded by Anthony. Doc gets the bucket. Doc's got 10 points.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Wagner, the pass to Wagner. Out to Anthony from behind the arc. Rebounded by Green. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Doc. Off with the layup. Orlando has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Anthony outside. Now Wagner, guarded by Payton. Wagner with a screen on Payton. Here's the 3. And it's Wagner missing. The Warriors have got 8 of 13 attempts to go. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Doc, in their last time out against the Suns, played some superb basketball. He dropped 56 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. A legendary performance that will be talked about for years to come, unless he's able to do it again tonight. Brian?
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying himself.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Doc. 13 points in the game. Here's Curry. And that one drops. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead. 32 seconds left in the first. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Now here's Wagner. He's scoreless. The 3 from Banchero. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Green for 3. Another three for Golden State.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Warriors.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing that's gone well for them is the mid-range jumper. It's been falling with ease so far.
Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Then there's Butler, then there's Brandon Podziemski, and it's Doc in at the 1 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Banchero. 10 points in his last outing. Good on the shot.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Outside Podziemski. Here's Doc. Pass to Green. Shoots over Isaac. Oh, look at Green getting his inside.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Down low. Here's Isaac. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Doc's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Podziemski from the arc. And the Warriors with another 3.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Banchero against Butler. Ooh, good work defensively by Butler. The Warriors lead by 15. Here's Doc. He's got 13. It's good. Doc's got 15.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. Yeah, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Black. No made baskets yet. And it's slammed in by Carter.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
Here's Doc. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Kuminga, he's checked in for Green.
First team foul. Substitution on court.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Anthony outside. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Wiggling his way in there. Anthony made it work in close.
Into the lane. It's Podziemski on the wing. Pass to Butler. Here's Doc. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 6. Podziemski with it. Out to the right wing. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. No one covering. Kuminga's got his first 2 points.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. Must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Magic trail by 17. Anthony outside. Pass to Isaac. Wagner with it. Left block shot on the way. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
And he jams it home with authority.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Banchero passes to Isaac. Now Anthony. The 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the inside. Kuminga's shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
His first shot coming late. Yep, that one's good. Black's gotten his first bucket of the night. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Orlando making some changes. Franz Wagner checked in for Banchero.
No need to.
So a pretty lopsided game for the first half. The Warriors on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Happy you could join us. First up, let's talk about the players of the week. The Eastern Conference winner, Trae Young.
Talk about in a mood. Young's been hitting shots the moment he crosses half court. He can also put it on the floor, and he has that sneaky floater. Very frustrating to defend.
And when you run 2 at him, boom, he finds the open man.
Now looking at where we stand after 2 quarters, it has been a difficult game for the Magic.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Magic trail by 17. On the court for the Magic, the Wagner brothers on the floor. Franz at the 3, Mo in the middle. Cole Anthony out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Banchero in at the 4. And here's Butler outside. Fires in the triple. Butler's got 5 points.
Over his career, Butler's maybe been a little erratic from distance, but he always takes them with confidence.
Here's Doc. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And Banchero no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Pass to Kuminga. Here's Doc. And stolen by Anthony. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. A quick shot there. It's off target. The Warriors lead by 22 to the paint. Here's Kuminga. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Jonathan Kuminga taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
Huh?
He hits the second from the line. Stan, you're a longtime coach in the NBA, one of the most demanding jobs on the planet. Just how much is required time-wise from an NBA coach?
Well, it's a lot of time. I mean, it's all day, every day, 7 days a week in season. But look, let's put it in perspective. It's not like we're out there running a jackhammer.
Now that's a visual I'd like to see from you, Coach. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Paolo Banchero grew up in Seattle playing pros every summer, and that gave him a huge leg up in the NBA. He said, quote, "They'd always tell me it's not as hard as you think. You just have to be focused and locked in." That's what led to me having that demeanor. Brian?
The 2023 Rookie of the Year, Allie. He hit the ground running.
Yeah, hot night for Cole Anthony. He's capable of getting on a roll like this.
Here's Doc. He's guarded by Anthony. 5 to shoot. Here's Doc. 23 points in the game. Outside for Butler. Pass to Doc. With the clock winding down. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Doc's got 25 points.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Banchero surveys. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors.
Well, look, plays like that are
Dude,
exactly
hold on to that
why
ball
they find
better.
themselves in such a deep hole.
Deep. Mike.
Now the Warriors with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Doc. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. He's got 27.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And the Magic call time here.
Sorry, too far away. Little forgotten broccoli. Oh, God. Oh. What are you doing, dog? Nobody outside. Nope. Oh, big boy. I love it. You take a good nap. Huh? You get a good nap. Yeah. A good doggy sleep. And now you're up and running. That cause a problem. I woke up and I get my toes all around me.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Kuminga against Banchero. Anthony outside. Drains the triple. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Working off the ball. Anthony looking comfortable from that spot.
Jackson Davis. Pass to Kuminga. Here's Doc. He's got 27. And here's Butler. Defended by Wagner. Inside. Here's Doc. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes. Doc's got 29 points.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And Kuminga throws it down.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Outside, Caldwell Pope. Back to Anthony.
Right.
Pass to Wagner. Banchero outside. Excellent D there from Kuminga.
They need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And, Coach, when we get to the playoffs, Jimmy Butler plays his best basketball.
Well, Brian, look, it's tangible. You see his numbers go up in the postseason. Butler's been the #1 option on multiple finals teams. That puts him in rare company.
The Warriors have gotten 8 of 9 to fall. Terrific offense so far in this third quarter. Here's Doc, defended by Wagner. Jackson Davis, a screen. The three from Curry. Gets the three to fall. 20 points for him.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Banchero, no good.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
Here's Doc. Drives to the hoop. And, yep, it's good. Doc's got 31 points.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Orlando has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Back to Anthony. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
First one falls for him.
Well, we all know Cole Anthony can score the ball.
Yep.
Substitution on the court.
Maybe.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Here's Doc. Knocks down the long J. Doc's got 13 in the second half.
He's taking what he can get here, has a 3 in each half.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll be game 5 for them as they near the end of a 6-game trip. They've got Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Doc. Connects from downtown. Doc's got 37.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And Orlando has possession. It's Anthony on the take. It's hauled in by Doc.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from 3. Doc's got 40 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Anthony outside. Isaac for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Doc. Second chance effort, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And attacking a somewhat helpless defense right now. Just a relentless effort.
Well, you love the dedication. This is how you have to play. Don't let up just because you're out front.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Here's Doc, and that one is hammered home.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
The Magic have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 12. Rebounded by Hield. And here are the Warriors now. They're on a 13-5 run. There's the three. Doc, no good.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
To the inside. And Wagner gets it to go.
Well, this is what big men are for, right? Wagner just powers through the opposition.
Here's Doc. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Wagner, the pass to Wagner, and Carroll with it. Wagner outside. Fires from deep. And Carroll no good.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Here's Doc. Sends it home from three-point land. Doc's got 47 points.
They're really employing a deep-range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
Yep. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal, then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Banchero's got it, man. What a move.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Here's Doc, pass to Looney. And the NBA has made a significant investment in the G League over the years. Grant, you can really see the impact it's had.
Yeah, BA, and it's grown into a real minor league for the NBA. The NBA needed something like that for a long time, and it's helped the product.
Here's Banchero. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition. Yet another bucket!
Once again, he hits the 50-point mark as he continues to be a force of nature this season.
This performance has tied him for third most 50-point games in a season. He just keeps delivering.
And I can't believe he has matched Kobe's 10 games of 50 points. It just shows the level of greatness we are witnessing this season. He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
Pass to Hield. Here's Doc. The three is up. And the Warriors with another three.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Count it.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Pass to Looney. Here's Knox. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Doc. And the Warriors with another three.
This has to feel good. They gave their fans a show and secured the W.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Banchero against Looney. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Kevon Looney picks one up.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First free throw is good. That one misses. Here's Doc. This one for three. Missed it. And so Golden State takes this one, and by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everybody.
Way to bring the effort tonight.
Being an all-star as a rookie is really hard. MP deserves it, though. He's a really good player.
They talk the talk, but you walk the walk.
Walk the walk. You can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? Whatever, coach. Whatever. Gonna end that one like that.